Hi everyone, so today I have this new set to share with you from Die Press. It is their stamp and die set called Quilt. They have brought this to HSN ahead of the April craft day. Maybe it is the craft day, I don't know when I'm releasing this video, but here we go. So they did send this item free of charge from my review. Of course, all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. Love it already. Look at this die, my goodness, look how big it is and all the different pieces that are going to come out of that if you wanted to paper piece back in or just have that quilted look, which is you know, just the outer portion of it. Really nice. So let me get you some measurements, and we don't want to forget to take measurements. Generally these are 8.5 by 3.5 or something that matte layers into that, so yeah, it's probably 8 3/4 by 3 3/4, so probably the mat that it's going to cut itself is just a little bit over 3.5 and just a little over 8.5. So it's going to be more on the larger side of a what I consider standard slimline 3.5 by 8. It's probably going to be better, something you're going to want to put into like a 9 by 4 type size, possibly. So that one, look at this guy. Or guys, there's two of them. So the die itself is less than 5.5 inches by just under 4 1/4. So this one's going to be probably 5 1/4 by 4 matte layer, right? So nice for your standard A2 size. Love the little pinwheel there on that one, and then you have this gorgeous design. So what falls away, I don't know if you can see in here, like this portion is going to fall out, or this portion is going to have the little stitching, and then this die is going to be the opposite of those areas. Hopefully that makes sense. Maybe we'll see it in the inspo here. You have your slimline cutting folder for the marquee. If you don't have a marquee, you can just put it to the side, but any machine that you have that cuts thin metal dies will cut these thin metal dies, okay? It does come with 2 slimline size adhesive sheets, so you can just take your die cut piece, pop it in here, with the back of the piece facing the little gray dots. That's your sticky adhesive that will stay on the back once you've applied it, and then you can use that. Comes with applicator, comes with info on that. You do have a stamp set in this, so let's look at the inspo sheet now, and then we'll go from there. So whenever I look at a die like this, I'm like, for me, it's the larger die. If you like paper piecing, you can do just the paper piecing, or you can match them up together, right? So you can do the outline, the portions that get cut out, or together. And that's what they're showing you here. You know, cut and die cut out multiple times on different colored paper and piece back into border to create a quilt. So that's what they're showing you here. And then you have this one with the pinwheel kind of design with the 2 borders. Very pretty. And then the stamp set, which has really nice size stamps on there. We have sending warm hugs, wishing you a warm and cozy birthday. Friends like old quilts stand the test of time. So happy for you. A little note, big thanks, and hoping you're on the mend. So that's what we have here. And so what I'm going to do is just grab some papers, and we are going to do some paper piecing today, and then simply top it with one of the sentiments, and I'll be right back. Well, I think I'm going to use this guy today. I like that pinwheel look. I'll put these things to the side. And whenever I used to quilt, I always did my quilt bindings in white, or like a muslin, you know, kind of thing, or black, or cream color. So I'm going to use this cream colored paper for my very outside piece. And I mean, you can still pop that in on the inside too if you would like, as far as like whatever pops out of here. If you want to use it in your design, you can definitely do that. But it kind of blends together, so generally you want something that contrasts. I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller because I have a feeling when I run it through I need it to be a little bit smaller to fit in my little cutting folder. I'm just grabbing one from my stash, although you do have the oversized one. I'm going to run this through, and I think we'll just start off with that being our base piece, and then everything else I'm going to piece into it. So I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, I love that the pieces just kind of stayed there. That's perfect, because it's great for when you go do the paper piecing, that everything's just kind of there. And when you have quite a few pieces, I mean, you can do this kind of thing. Sorry about that sound. I'm sure that sounds wonderful. Just popping everything out. I see that there are some other pieces. I don't know if those are pieces or just bits that we don't actually need. Oh. And, you know, if I did the next one with black binding, I can definitely use these pieces for another one, right? So just keep that in mind. That's the piece I was pushing on is this guy, this ejector. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just glue this down. I know it doesn't look like much because, you know, it's just on my card base. But I'm going to get that glued down. You can definitely use the glue that comes in your kit. But for now, I'm just going to go around the very edges and just pop it down, okay? Yes. Center. So I pretty much have that stuck down. Just straightening that out. Very good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just take this guy and start running it through some pieces. I think the two pieces at the top and the bottom, I might use different colors than like everything else. So I might just, you know, let's say it was this color, it may not be, but let's say I had that piece in there. So I'd run just the piece at the top and just the piece at the bottom, or run through the whole thing if you're gonna, you know, then piece maybe some of the same color in here, or however you want to do that. But for those top and bottoms, I think I'm going to make them some fun colors. And, you know, I do like this color, so that means everything else is going to be something that plays off of these colors. So let me just run these through, and then we'll go from there. So I have these two, and then that's all you're going to see me doing is just running this through, you know, this middle area, and then probably every other one is going to be a different color in this like pinwheel area. And then, yeah, you can just decide what you want to put in here. With quilts, it's fun because depending on the colors you use, you can get some different patterns going, right? Like what you see might not be obvious until you put a certain color, and you're like, oh, you know, that makes this kind of design, or however. But what I'm going to do is just keep running through and piecing in what I want where I want, and I'll be right back. It's getting warm today. It's 80 degrees, you guys. Oh my gosh. And then it's gonna be like 60 tomorrow. So that's just how it is out here in Southern California right now. Okay, I'm just gonna move these guys over. Oh, you know what I will do? See these little corners? These guys right here? I think I'll just do those in the same beige color. They're very small and kind of just recessed in the back, so I'm just going to take those guys. What's nice is that these aren't exactly, I mean, they're symmetrical, exactly the same. They don't have to come out of the same spot for you to, you know, like you saw me just brush them to the side, and they still fit because they're exactly the same, being symmetrical as they are. I can just pick those out and pop them back in here, and that just kind of gives it a little bit different look even at that. Okay, I'll probably run through maybe 2 or 3 more colors, and I'll be right back. I was doing the yellow, I kind of paused. I did this, and then I went back and auditioned these guys because I wasn't sure if I wanted to put them in or not, and that looks really pretty, so I went ahead and did those. I mean, if you want to do more yellow, like add these guys in, just kind of play with it and see what it looks like, because it kind of looks like it's kind of going around like this, but however you like. I think this last one, what I'm going to do is I have these little scraps of like a raspberry pink, and so I just want them for these pieces, for both pieces. So, you know, I can take a piece of this, probably fit it right there. That looks like it'll fit really well. I'll cut that because I only have a little bit of scraps of it, and finish off my quilt. So I'll just run them through wherever and then just pop them in here. You guys, how gorgeous is that? It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. And honestly, when I go to edit this, I probably won't speed it up that much. It was pretty quick. So, I mean, you roll it out, you put them on. It was completed very quickly, in my opinion. I wanted to show you this piece. I went to take it out because it was the green. I only put paper down here. But honestly, if you wanted to cut that, just that little bit squared off, you can do a little square one. You don't have to do a whole, you know, rectangle shape or A2 size. So just something to think about. Look at your dies and see where you can cut them to make something maybe a different size or whatever. So, okay, let's do our sentiment. Okay, guys, so I just kept these other pieces because I can make a little rag quilt later with those guys. I mean, this is so pretty. I can't get over it. Okay. You know, I do have like pieces like this. If you have other sentiments that you can definitely, you know, pop on there, that'd be cute, you know, if something that would fit in here. But, you know, I'm going to do something like, so happy for you, a little note, big thanks, friends like old quilts stand the test of time, sending warm hugs. That's cute. Let's do sending warm hugs. And I think I'll stamp it on a creamy color because that'll bring that back. And then I'll matte layer it with like something black, like a little black piece. So I'm simply going to cut this. I know I could do this nicer, but for now what I'm going to do is cut that. Take the nice 90-degree angle and put that over here and have that be the top corner, and then I'll just trim the rest down, and then I'll matte layer it with something else, you know, trim that down too. So just take this guy and I'll put it nice and straight up top left corner, so all I'll have to do is trim away just this other edge here, and I'll just get that stamped, probably with some black ink, and then matte layer it. Okay, I'll be right back. Should put these over here because these are just scraps, not to be mixed up with my other pieces. Some very low profile dimensionals on that. This, when I cut it, it moved. I was like, oh no, so I had to line it up again. And just do it quick. Whenever you have a small amount to remove and you're using a paper trimmer, especially because, you know, you're kind of running up that blade, you want to do it quick, because if you catch it and you don't quite get it, it's going to drag. So whenever it's something like that, especially, I just go try to do as fast as I can. So we have this guy. I mean, it looks great here. I mean, you can do your quilt this way, right? Whatever is, or whatever orientation you like for your card for that day. Oh, no, you know what? Let's go for it. I wasn't planning on having it that way, but you know what? This is cute. So let's put it down here. And that's what I'm gonna do. All right, guys, so there is my card. Really cute. Again, when I go to edit, I probably won't speed it up that much because I want you to see how quickly it does come together. And of course, I'll just say let's do 2 times speed. That way you can reduce it by that much and you can see just how long it actually took. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have images for you. I'll have the links there, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.